سلام مجدد
Hello.
خدمت تمامی شما عزیزان، در خدمت شما هستیم. نشست خبری پس از داری فوتبال مبارکه سپاهان و ملوان برتر نظری همکنون در خدمت جناب مبارکه مربی محترم سپاهان هستیم. تا نشست 20 دقیقه خواهد بود. از شما عزیزان درخواست داریم که سوالی از سرمربی محترم سپاهان دارید صرفا و خصوصا در مورد بازی امروز باشه. پیش از اینکه جناب مبارکه صحبت اول خودشون رو شروع کنن، در خدمت جناب آقای سعیدی صحبتی ندارید. بدون مقدمه میریم به استقبال صحبت جناب.
Well, I will start for the good things. I will start for the fans because the weather wasn't really a pleasant weather to come and watch the game. But we had a good number of fans and enthusiastic fans that were pushing for the team the whole game.
خب اول باید با چیزای خوب شروع کنم. در مورد هوادارانم که خب آب و هوای مناسبی نبود که حضور داشتن و تعداد خیلی خوبی اومدن از هوادارانمون امروز و خب هوادارایی که خیلی شور و اشتیاق و زیادی رو از خودشون نشون دادن، ولی خب متاسفانه روزای خوبی نبود.
Second, I think we had a referee that was neutral most of the time, and even if the game had a lot of duels and some aggression in the game, I think he did a good job.
و دومی که در مورد داور، با اینکه جنگندگی خیلی زیادی بود و دوئل های خیلی زیادی بود، به نظر من که داور کارش رو به نحو احسن انجام داد.
Third, I would say that the team of Melavan today was better, was more aggressive. They gave their life to make the result, and during most of the game they were a team. They stayed together, and this is something that our team today lacked this quality.
سوم، تیم ملوان تیم بهتر، جنگنده تر، زندگیشون رو گذاشتن امروز و دیدید که تیم تر بودن، با همدیگه تر بودن و این چیزی بود که تیم ما امروز نداشت.
I think that the result was what it was. It's not fair or unfair, but I don't think that it was unfair because they had opportunities to win and they created the situations to win. They defended when they had to defend, and they were lucky in the last situation, yes. But sometimes to be lucky, you have to work hard, and they did it. So, congratulations to Melavan today. And for us, I think we were too far from what we wanted.
نتیجه منصفانه غیر منصفانه، حالا میشه گفت منصفانه بود چون موقعیت‌هایی درست کردند و موقعی که باید حمله می‌کردن خوب حمله می‌کردن، موقعی که باید دفاع می‌کردن. حالا توی صحنه آخر هم خوش شانس بودن، ولی خب برای اینکه خوش شانسی بخواد برای تو به وجود بیاد باید زیاد کار کنی که تیم ملوان این کارو کردن و برای ما فکر می‌کنم که خیلی دور بود از اون چیزی که ما از تیم خودمون می‌خواستیم. اگر سوالی هست
متشکرم.
جواب Mr. Morris. Me personally, I believe that Sepahon will come back in the road. These days is going to be brass, but there's one thing that it was cleared was like individual mistakes from player of Sepahon, especially the second and the third goal. I think these mistakes goes to these that maybe to this news that it comes that the concentration of the players were lack of concentration. So I think it was this. So what they and Afshari from Abu
Afshari, it's not the first time that sometimes you put interesting questions, and one of the questions that I remember that you put, it was about the defensive behavior of the team that wasn't really trustable in some moments.
آیه افشاری دفعه اولی نیست که سوالای خوب پرسید، فکر می‌کنم یه بارم دفعه قبلی بود ازم در راجبه دفعه قبلی هم فکر می‌کنم که راجب رفتار مدافعین ازم پرسیدید.
And obviously that I would say for some reason I've been using the players in the way that I'm using is that one is because of this, another one is because of that. So we don't have a perfect player, you know? And sometimes it's important to support, you know, in order for the player to behave individually with confidence. And I'm talking about confidence.
واضحه که برای دلایلی ما از بازیکنانی استفاده میکنیم. یکی رو برای این دلیل، یکی دیگر رو برای دلایل دیگه، یعنی همش متفاوته. و خب بازیکن‌ها میدونی همه بازیکن‌ها کامل نیستن، انسان کاملی نیستن. و برای اینکه بازیکن بتونه کیفیت انفرادی خودش رو بهتر کنه و نشون بده، نیاز به حمایت داره. و خب نیاز به اعتماد داره که بتونه با اعتماد به نفس تر بازی کنه.
And confidence was what we didn't have in the other two players that were playing today, you know?
و خب اعتماد به نفس چیزی بود که اون نداشت امروز نسبت به دو بازیکنی که
So we did some mistakes defensively, but okay. It's, individually, like I said many times, the defense of our organization is not about one player. It's not about the center back only. It's about the center back. It's about the full back. It's about the defensive midfielder. It's about winning second balls. You know, it's a lot of things. And when you are not consistent in these things, obviously that you concede situations that can lead to an opponent goal. And today, unfortunately, against a good team, we did all the mistakes that we could do. And they won the game, and they deserve to win the game.
اعتماد به نفس چیزی که حالا میشه گفت باید داشته باشن. حالا همونجوری که اشاره کردم، حالا بخوایم برگردیم از لحاظ دفاعی صحبت بکنیم، به صورت مدافعین به صورت انفرادی دفاع نمی‌کنن. یک بار دیگه هم گفته بودم اینو، دفاع وسط هست، دفاع کنار هست، هافبک دفاعی هست. بحث دیگه که توپ سر رو شما چه جوری بتونی بگیری که توی اون شرایط واسه دفاع کردن مهیا باشه. ولی وقتی که امروز اون روزی بود که ما تو هیچ کدوم اینا با دقت عمل نکردیم و خب یه جورایی هم شرایط مهیا میشه در برابر تیم خوبی که امروز باشون بازی کردیم، ما توی همه این کارها اشتباه بکنیم و خب موقعیت بدیم بهشون.
The pitch today was quick.
زمین هم خب شرایطش جوری بود که خیلی توپا سریع حرکت می‌کرد.
And we don't train in conditions to become better every day. So because we don't have the right conditions to work.
اما هم شرایط خوبی واسه تمرین کردن نداریم، یعنی که بتونیم خودمون رو
But we have to continue to work because it's the way it is. About the different situations, like if you say the news about this, the news about that, I think that as professionals, we need to be able to lock ourselves and focus in what is important to focus, that is in the moment, is the game. You know, the game is more important. We cannot think about, okay, you know, they took us 3 points, they took us 4 points, you know, but this is one game. We have to focus in this game. After, the club has to solve the situations, if they can solve, the Football Federation and with the Football Federation, but it is administration things. So we have to focus in the game, and if I'm thinking about the game, I just think that the others, they were better today and they won, and they deserve to win. We have to make things better in order to win games like this, you know, because sometimes, okay, is enough, today wasn't enough.
و خب در مورد اون اخبارا که اشاره کردید بهش، به عنوان یک بازیکن حرفه‌ای و تیم حرفه‌ای ما باید ذهنمون رو در لحظه و مکان قفل کنیم و تمرکزمون رو روی این کاری که در اون لحظه می‌خوایم انجام بدیم. حالا نمیدونم 3 امتیاز کم کردن، 4 امتیاز کم کردن، اینا بر نمیگرده به ما، اینا برمیگرده به باشگاه که خب باشگاه اگر بتونه حل کنه باید حلش کنه و خب کارهای اجراییه، کارهایی نیست که به توسط بازیکن بخواد اتفاقی بیفته. و خب بازی هم اگر بخوایم دیگه حالا اونا رو ول کنیم، در مورد بازی من فقط میتونم بگم که اونا بهتر بودن و لیاقت بردن داشتن و ما باید کار کنیم بیشتر و کار کنیم که بتونیم بهتر بشیم.
متشکرم. سوال بعدی.
سلام، مهدی سوده هستم، خبرنگار صدا سیما. شما سرمربی مرا گفت که فوتبال میکنم خیلی خوشحال شدم. منم بعضی ورزشگاهی هم من شما نقشی داشته.
I wanted to say, did it affect you, the rain and this kind of things about the performance of your team?
Sorry?
Did it
Affect about
the
what?
performance? The rain is like...
The rain? I don't think that it should. Why?
فکر نکنم تاثیر هست. چرا اصلا؟
Thank you.
متشکرم. سوالی هست؟ اگر صحبتتون رو می‌دارم بفرمایید.
خسته نباشید. دو سوال داشتم از خدمتتون.
I had a question. First question
خط دفاعی سپاهان
about defensive
مثلا
line
نیمه دوم هم بازی قبل هم بازی
especially in the second half of this game and last
نیمه
game.
دوم طوری شده بود که
Second half it became so hard that too many balls we see behind the defensive line, and I think it's something that the teams are using. The other teams are watching and they see. So I wanted to know your opinion about this matter. And then last question is about the condition of Mobaan or Shahriar. Do we have him for the next game against Al Malik or not?
I will start by the second question. I don't think we will have Shahriar for the next game.
اول با سوال دوم شروع می‌کنم که کمتره فکر نکنم شهریار بتونیم داشته
Let's
باشیم
hope
برای بازی،
that
ولی
until this game,
بیایم امیدوار باشیم که
we
بتونیم.
have 3 days until the game. So.
چون فکر کنم 3 روز
And,
تمرینی.
And to make things even more complicated, we will not play here. We have to play I don't know where. We don't know yet where we will.
شده نمیدونیم کجا قراره بازی کنیم. اینجا که میدونم نمیتونیم بازی کنیم.
The challenges that we have to live with, you know.
ولی این چالش هایی هست که ما باید باش زندگی کنیم دیگه.
So I'm not counting with him in one way, and I hope to be able to count with him as soon as possible. I don't know if he will be available. Maybe we sit in the bench. I don't know, but I don't think so.
ولی در حال حاضر روش حساب نمی‌کنم، ولی امیدوارم که هر چه زودتر برگرده. حالا روی نیمکت یا توی ترکیب اصلی.
And the first question was
و سوال اول چی بود؟ About the defensive line, the space behind the defensive.
The space behind. So all the teams they look to the structure and they try to understand the best way for them to play. So you see that Mlwan they didn't build the game. They as soon as one of the center backs is free, put the ball up front, they run for the first and for the second ball. And I think this is where we didn't win the game. What do I think about it? I think that sometimes is identifying the moment and the way we should play the game in order to win, because not all the situations are the same. They can change game to game. They can change. They had some quick players, but jumping for the first ball. But if you imagine that we have players with capacity to win the first and the second ball, in the same way that they had players that were jumping. I think it was the attitude, the will, more than this, because I don't believe that I have 176 tall, and if I play against I play with 187, if I really understand that he's taller than me and I have to do my best in order for me to win the ball, I can win the ball. It's my aggression, my capacity to do. And we didn't see this. We have one, you know, I can say that Daneshkar is one of these men that, you know, in the first ball he can win, but I didn't see this aggression in other players. And we have to, you know, I can see that, for example, Gorbani is one of these players that is capable to win the first ball, the second ball, but in the duels we need to be stronger, is true. The space behind is about speed, but I don't believe that the other center backs, they are quicker than us, than ours. It's just that the focus and the concentration and probably the way the fullbacks, they are worried about defending instead of attacking only, you know, because sometimes we have to defend with all the players, not only with 2 or 3. So all the players, they need to defend when he's about to defend. Unfortunately, today wasn't our day, so it's nothing to speak more about.
خب میتونیم بگیم که فقط برای فضایی که بخوایم اونجا تیم ملوان یک ببخشید من اشتباه نوشته بودم بهترین بازیشون رو انجام دادن امروز و خب کاری که کردن بازی سازی نکردن و دفاع وسطشون وقتی که تنها بود از توپ استفاده میکرد و توپای بلند میزدن و خب دفاع وسط های بازیکنایی که اونجا بودن پرشای خیلی زیادی داشتن توپا رو میبرن ولی اینا برمیگرده به اون خواسته بازیکن و اون که اون بازیکن چقدر جنگنده باشه اون روز و میتونم اینو بگم که شما اگر 176 سانتی متر قدت باشه و در برابر یک بازیکنی که 187 سانتی متر قدش باشه بخوای بپری اگر شما که 176 باشی اون خواسته رو داشته باشی اون جنگندگی رو داشته باشی اون روز مطمئنا حتی شاید بتونی روی سر اون بازیکن هم سر بزنی و بازیکن‌های سریعی داشتن بازیسازی همونجوری که گفتم نکردن بیشتر سعی کردن از توپ‌های مستقیم و توپ‌های 2 و 3 رو بگیرن و خب ما امروز ندیدیم اون خواسته و اون جنگندگی رو از بازیکن‌هایمون که بتونه بازیکنی باشه که بتونه توپ 2 بزنه توپ 3 بگیره به غیر از دانشگر که خیلی توپای 2 رو سعی می‌کرد بزنه و قربانی بقیه بازیکن‌ها زیاد اون روحیه رو نداشتن امروز و توی دوئل ها هم ما یه جورایی باید قوی‌تر عمل بکنیم فقط این که اون فضای پشت مدافعین که اشاره کردید برمیگرده به سرعت که فکر نکنم بازیکن‌های ما سرعتشون کمتر از بازیکن‌های اونا باشه پس یه جورایی اون تمرکز است یعنی اگر تمرکزمون درست بود شاید بتونستیم بهتر عمل کنیم ولی متاسفانه بازی واگذار کردیم و فقط میتونم همین بگم که امروز روز ما نبود.
Talking about speed, we can't even say that I think maybe the second goal was about speed. But most of them was about positioning and one against one duel because the distance between the players, you know, the possibility of other players to interfere were so big that it's not that they were running like behind 10 meters and they went alone against the goalkeeper. No. You had one situation that we considered the second goal, speed. The others, you know, even the speed is about, you know, player marking, coverage, shifting, defending proper. So situations that sometimes the lack of concentration, because today the focus wasn't there. So probably the fact that we knew since yesterday night that, okay, you know, we lost the game against Al Ittihad without playing, you know. Then we are losing points. See, it's not an excuse, but sometimes these things can affect the focus of the players, you know. And when you have to give more, you know, you are so tired of every day because we start the season with problems, you know. And we didn't stop, you know, until today, you know, the final is that, okay, you know, now you lose the game against Al Ittihad because of, I don't know, I don't even understand the reason why we lost the game. The same way that I don't understand the reason why we lost the 4 points, you know. Because I don't understand. And the players, they don't understand either. And sometimes it's normal that mentally the players, they can lose the focus with certain things, but they shouldn't. They can't lose the focus with this. So we have to refocus and count with us in order to make things happen, because the others, they will not help us for sure.
در مورد سرعت صحبت کردم. توپ 3 فکر نکنم مثلا برگرده به سرعت. ما بیشتر باید به این فکر کنیم که برگرده به دوئل، به اون جاگیری، به اون فضایی که میشه گفت بین دو تا بازیکن هست. ولی خب اینقدر زیاد بود فضاه بین دو تا بازیکن که اینا تو تیم علما تونست از این فضای پشت مدافع استفاده بکنه. همه اینا برمیگرده به شیفت کردن درست، به پوشش درست، به جاگیری درست که ما امروز کمبود داشتیم واقعا تو این قضیه. حالا میشه گفت، حالا همونجوری که دوستمون اشاره کردن، تمرکز بازیکن شاید از دست رفته به خاطر خبری که دیشب اومد و بازی که بازی نکردیم و باختیم، ولی این اصلا توجیه نیست. ولی میشه گفت تمرکز بازیکن، میشه رو تمرکز بازیکن تاثیر گذاشته باشه. ما فصل رو یه جورایی همش با مشکل شروع کردیم و تا امروز هم هنوز دلیل این باخت رو نمیدونیم، هنوز دلیل 4 امتیاز رو نمیدونیم، حتی بازیکن‌ها هم نمیدونن. خب این طبیعیه که روی تمرکز بازیکن تاثیر بذاره، ولی نباید بذاره. به عنوان بازیکن حرفه‌ای نباید بذاره، چون ما خودمون میتونیم به خودمون کمک کنیم، کسی به ما کمک نمیکنه. مرسی.
حالا متشکرم. مرسی.